In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the Hyke and Byke Zion 2-person tent, take it down, pack it away, and also how long it takes. After unboxing this tent, here's everything that I found in the box. Here we have the green rainfly, the black tent body, a gear loft, a footprint in a carry bag, the pole also in another small bag, the bigger overall carry bag right here. I'll take everything out of the carry bags, and here's what everything looks like. I'll show you close-up shots of all of this in just a bit. And finally, stakes and guy lines, and a stake pusher in another bag. To set up this tent, first grab the footprint, if you want to use it of course, and lay it on the ground. Each of the 4 corners of the footprint has this grommet right here. Then grab the tent body, unfold it, and lay it right on top of the footprint. Next, grab the single pole of this tent. There's only one pole that you gotta set up, and just put the entire thing together. It's really easy to do so. It's connected with shot cord, so you can't really get this wrong. Here's a shot of what it'll look like when you've done that. Oh, and you can stake down the tent as well. To do so, just grab 4 of the provided stakes and stake down both the tent body and footprint together. Basically, what I do is just grab the loop of the footprint and the loop of the tent body and push a stake through both of them. Now, connect one end of the pole to the 2 grommets on one side of the tent. To do so, just make sure to insert the tip of each end of the pole through both the grommet of the tent body and the grommet of the footprint. When you're done, this is what the pole and the grommets will look like. After that, go to the other side of the tent, pick the pole up, arch it, and connect the other end of the pole to the other 2 grommets. And here's what the pole will look like when you're done setting it up. One thing to take note of, at the top of the tent, you'll find this short pole which can be rotated around, and just make sure that this short pole is on top of the other arched pole. Now look for the pole clips on the tent body and just connect each one intuitively to the pole. I found it pretty easy to do so, even one-handed was fine for me. Let's speed this process up a bit and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so there are 2 pole clips here at this side of the tent, 4 pole clips here at the top left side, another 4 pole clips here at the top right side, and 2 more pole clips here at the extreme right. At the top of the tent, we have our last 2 grommets. First, connect one end of the short pole to the grommet at one side of the tent. Oh, and remember to zip the door shut as well. Then, go to the other side of the tent. Use a little bit of force to pull the pole down and secure it to the grommet at the side too. This is what the short pole and the 2 grommets will look like when you're done. After that, grab the rainfly and drape it over the tent. To check that it's been put on correctly, make sure that the vestibule zips are aligned over the doors at each length. There's this little strip of gray color coding on each vestibule tip too. Before buckling the rainfly up, lift it up first and look for these green straps on the underneath of the rainfly. These are to be attached to the pole like this. There are 4 of these straps or tie downs, so go ahead and secure them all to the pole first. Then fasten the 4 buckles of the rainfly to the buckles at the 4 corners of the tent, so 2 at the left and another 2 at the right. You might have noticed that both the tent body and the footprint comes with buckles, so which do you use? I usually use the top and more accessible buckle, which is the tent body buckle and not the footprint buckle at the bottom. When you're done buckling up the rainfly, this is what each buckle looks like, and it'll be pretty loose at first. To tighten each buckle, just pull on the rainfly with one hand and pull on the buckle strap with your other hand until it feels more secure. Now go ahead and tighten all 4 buckles. After that, you can restake the 4 corners of the tent if you want to, and then grab another 2 stakes to stake the vestibules down, 1 at each length of the tent. Before doing so, I recommend making sure that each vestibule has been zipped up before staking. Next, look for these black reflective loops on the outside of the rainfly, and these loops are for attaching the provided guy lines. As promised, here's a close-up of what the guy lines look like out of the box, and here's what they look like when you're ready to get them up. I usually use just a simple hitch to attach the guy lines, and there are 4 guy lines to be attached onto the tent. And again, another close-up shot of what one of the attached guy lines looks like. Then guy out all 4 guy lines, 2 on each side of the tent. You can use the tensioner in the middle to adjust the length of each guy line before staking them down. Now, if you have 2 extra guy lines, grab the last 2 guy lines that were provided and guy out the 2 widths of the tent, like what I'm doing here. I had enough stakes for these, but not enough guy lines for these. Also, open up the 2 rainfly vents at the 2 sides of the tent. Please help me smash that like button if this has been helpful, I really appreciate it. Now, if you prefer the ultralight configuration, here's how to get it set up. So instead of having the tent body, you have just the footprint. So get that unfolded and then stake down the 4 corners of the footprint. Then grab the single pole again and put the entire thing together. Do what we did before, which is to connect one end of the pole to the 2 grommets on one side of the footprint. Go to the other side, arch the pole, and then secure the 2 grommets at that side as well. Here's what it looks like so far. Then grab the rainfly, drape it over the pole, and secure the 4 buckles of the rainfly to the buckles at the 4 corners of the footprint. Also, stake down both vestibules, one at the front and the other at the back. Here's what the ultralight setup looked like from the inside. And finally, remember the short rotating pole at the top? Well, after the rainfly has been put on, rotate and push the short pole into place. It should go across the tent like this, and each of the ends of the pole should be facing the vestibule zip. Like this, and that's the middle of the pole here. And that's the ultralight setup. Altogether, it took me about 8 to 8.5 minutes to set up the entire 2-person Zion on my own, and here's a full time lapse of it. I usually leave the guy lines attached to save some time, so if you like to take them down and keep them up separately, it'll take a little bit more time. And if you use the ultralight setup instead without the tent body, you can save an extra maybe about 3 minutes or so. As for the takedown and pack away, that's just the opposite of the setup, and it took me about 6.5 minutes to get it back into the carry bag. And here's how I normally pack it up. I usually fold the tent body in half, only 1 and then 2 times, because then it gets small enough to fit back into the carry bag like this. As for the rainfly, I just keep folding it in half about 4 times or so, while tucking all the guy lines and buckles in nicely. Then I put it on the tent body, and it fits just nicely on top. Then I pack up everything else like the pole, stakes, and the gear loft, place them all on top of the tent body, and use the tent body to roll everything up neatly. The Zion tent comes with this neon green strap. This is not a compression strap, but it held everything together okay, and fitting it back into the carry bag was not a problem for me. For a full review on the 2-person Hyke and Byke Zion, do check out this video on the screen right here, including all kinds of tests like the rain test, spaciousness, quality, and more. Thank you for watching this setup video, you're awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.